Hey Lin's Foodies, I'm Azlin Bloor from linsfood.com and SingaporeanMalaysianRecipes.com. Today is another ingredient video and we are going to talk about galangal. So what is galangal? Galangal is a tuberous root that is used for culinary purposes as well as traditionally medicinal purposes. It belongs to the same family as ginger, but that is as far as the similarities go. So there are a few different types of galangal. We've got lesser galangal, we've got greater galangal, we've got Chinese ginger, which is also a type of galangal, and we've got kencur, which is used more in Indonesian cooking than anything else. This post is about the greater galangal, Alpinia galanga. It's an ingredient that's associated with Southeast Asian cooking, or to many people, Thai cooking. But it's just as important in Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and so on. What is incredible about this herb is that it was used in Europe in medieval times. There are reports of it being used in drinks, in mulled wine, going back to the 14th century. The flesh of the galangal is white, bordering on pink at the edges, compared to ginger, which is a pale yellow, and see if I can find a non-emaciated turmeric. Turmeric, which is a bright orange yellow and stains. So this is galangal, this is ginger, and that is turmeric. And you can see turmeric loves to be planted. Now the leaves, turmeric leaves, are what we use to make beef rendang. But anyway, so we're talking about galangal, aren't we? So this is galangal. See, it's virtually almost white compared to our yellowy ginger. There's just the odd trace of pink here and there with galangal. So in terms of flavor and aroma, galangal has a floral, citrusy, and almost pine-like aroma. As far as flavor is concerned, it's sharp, it is a little bordering on the sweet, and adds just a hint of a pine-like background flavor. So is there a substitute for galangal? I'm afraid not. There are some ingredients that just do not have substitutes, like the South Indian curry leaves. No amount of ginger, however young, no mace, no pepper, no nothing is going to make up for that floral, sweet, piney flavor and aroma of galangal. So ginger is not a substitute for galangal, no matter what you hear or see on other food sites. So remember, we talked about galangal being floral and piney and sweet. Ginger, on the other hand, is spicy and very citrusy. So they really cannot be substituted for each other. So I can't get fresh galangal easily where I am in the southern part of the UK. I buy in bulk, I cut them into little sort of rings, and I freeze them that way. So if I need to drop galangal pieces whole, I've got them ready in the freezer to take out. And I don't have to struggle with cutting a frozen galangal tuber. Galangal is a very, very tough root to cut through. It's extremely fibrous. So if you're going to blend it in pastes, what you want to do is you want to cut it up into little rings or roughly chop it up and then place it in your food chopper. So when you freeze whole galangal, when it comes out, when you defrost it, it's a little bit watery. It becomes watery and it's soft, but it doesn't matter because as far as the flavor and aroma is concerned, nothing has changed. Dry pieces of galangal, are not too bad. You'd have to double up on the amount that the recipe calls for. Here in the UK, you can get galangal paste very, very easily in most of our major supermarkets. All the usual brands do them. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to make your own galangal paste. All we do is chop it up, slice it up, place it in a chopper with a little bit of water, and that's it. Grind it and keep it in a jar. Top it with a layer of oil if you're going to keep it in the fridge, because that oil prevents spoilage. You could also freeze them in ice cube trays. Then you can just take out an ice cube or 2 ice cubes depending on how much you need for the recipe. So can you grow your own galangal? Yes, you can. Get some fresh galangal, and hopefully the sprouts haven't been treated or burnt off, so it'll actually grow. And then just pot it up in some compost, in a pot, and ta-da! I grow galangal for the leaves because they are aromatic. The same sort of aroma as with the actual root itself, the actual tuber itself. So I cut them up, I slice them up, and I add them to salads. I have a very, very old video for nasi ulam, which is a Malaysian herbed rice, that we add this to. So galangal is fibrous. It has a thin layer of skin. Now, you could slice that skin off, but you're going to be wasting quite a bit of it. So all I do is I get a good stiff brush and scrub it well. If there is the odd bit that looks dirty, okay, snip it off. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to, can you see how hard and fibrous that is? Okay, we're going to add a little bit of water now. So add some water, and then we're just going to zap this up. So there you go. Simple homemade galangal paste. If you use water to grind it, you're going to get a mixture that's more sort of bitty and a little bit of watery liquid. If you use oil to blend it, then you're going to get a more homogeneous mix. How do we use galangal? It's a natural accompaniment to lemongrass. Remember the video I did on lemongrass, I mentioned that. So we use it in curries, naturally, lots and lots of curries. Beef rendang has galangal, Thai curries has galangal, laksa, soups, stir fries. So it is more often than not a part of a paste. But you could also grate it finely and add it to salads. Mix it through rice, couscous, pasta, if you're feeling adventurous. So there you have it. What is galangal? How to use galangal? Is there a substitute for galangal? And now you know. Make your own galangal paste if you can get hold of fresh galangal. So there you go. All about galangal. I shall see you again real soon.